Bill, were you guys going to drill more core samples this winter? Is that still something that's
Probably
being planned?
not this winter. We didn't get the snow off, so it's probably not likely.
Okay.
It's a possibility, though. You never say never.
Okay.
But it's right now, no, probably not.
And I was under the understanding that there were going to be more monitoring wells?
We were to put in some more monitor wells as well, and that's also been pulled off.
Okay, so you don't think you'll be doing that either this weekend, this winter?
And when this,
This winter?
hard to say. All I can say right now is probably not. Is there potential for it? Always potential.
Okay. I was also looking through some records, and is this the year now, biannually you give the county a check for the lease option?
This would be the year, that's correct.
Okay, has that check been written yet?
It has not.
But soon, right?
It has not.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility that you may be doing multiple small open pits there rather than one large pit?
Yes, it is. The mine plans we're looking at now are probably a sequence of 4 pits that would take place on the Iron County side. That would be essentially taking the first, same principle, take the first one out, stockpile it, and then backfill it with the second pit, and then back to the second with the third, and back to the third with the fourth, leaving a lake area.
And if you do decide to go with that conceptual plan, then what would be the size of the last pit where a lake would probably be?
Not sure of that yet. We've got the design set up for it, and we've looked at how the volumes are for our footwall as well as the hanging wall side, but we haven't generated what the water elevation. The water elevation is going to play a big part of that. You know, establishing what is the phreatic head or what it would stabilize at on the north side of the ridge. And once we get that identified, then you can take a perimeter basically and identify the acreage that would be involved.
What is the advantage of having multiple pits rather than one large one?
It primarily reduces the footprint of our stockpile areas. Once again, looking at the design criteria, which is the last point on the sheet of paper we gave out, is we need to minimize wetland encroachment. And so by doing that, if we use smaller pits, you bring smaller amounts to the surface, and then you can backfill the first pit with the second pit. So once again, you're affecting whatever wetlands may be above the ore body, because that's where the pit is. But if you can reduce the size of the footprint on the backside, the stockpile would be, there you're better off in all aspects. You're abiding by the law.
Okay. Questions?
How big is the hole? How big is the first hole gonna be?
On a piece of paper, not like that.
I mean, so we know how much our tailing pile is, how big it would be, because evidently you're gonna reduce the pile, right?
The first one would probably not completely fill the stockpile area we're looking at. The first sequence of the pits, a little over 7 years. The second one's also closer to 8, and it would probably be shared. The majority of the first one, in fact, all the first one will go up on the surface, but there'll still be room in the footprint that we've identified. And then the material from the second pit goes back into the first, and some of that will go up into the stockpile area. So if you're looking at a time frame on when the stockpile would be complete, we basically said 12 years initially, and we're probably still holding pretty fast to that. It could be sooner, it could be a little later, but we're pretty much setting that as our goal.